Hey guys, welcome back. Sean the Magic the Gathering guy, I think is my name, and playing Magic. That's the game. Hope everyone's having a great week. It's been a little crazy. Sorry, I've had a little hiccups here and there with life, as it were. But back in action, feeling good. Thought we'd check in with you guys, see how everyone's doing today. So we got Mox Amber still dipping, guys. It's going by about 30-40 cents every 4 or 5 days if you add the average. I still don't say it's a bad thing. It's going to be good for me in the long run and those of us who like to pick those cards up. But the only problem I have is it's not falling fast enough. So, for those of you who may watch me, if you don't have any yet, get them now, because if they go cheap, they will just all of a sudden disappear. I'm telling you now. There are those of us who really believe in it, and we will see the future of that. As the same as getting your planeswalkers. Just getting the uncommon ones. Get yourself a few play sets. I'm still saying this is going to go up, right? It's the same as when I was buying Ugins. Everyone thought, nah, $20 card, nah, it's going to drop even more. I remember picking them up cheaper than that. So look where they are now, right? Usually uncommons don't go up, but I can't think of a circumstance in which these cards are going to get reprinted anytime soon. Which means after this set rotates out in 18 months, well, let's face it, as soon as Modern Horizons comes, people tend to forget about this stuff. Sales slow down until, 2-3 years down the road. They go, oh my god, I didn't get that card, or I didn't pick this up. The stuff I wanted to play with, oh, I didn't get it. The rest of the uncommons, all the simple stuff, other than stuff like Dovin's Veto, which is, good cards, other than those ones, nothing. Nothing great's going to happen. But let's face it, War of the Spark is a great set, guys. It is not to be underestimated. I am tempted to pick up a play set in foil. I'm thinking I'll wait and see how it goes. But there are a few guys online that you can get whole sets from, like not the set, but you can go and buy a whole bunch of random cards to help fill out your collection when you're getting close. I think the good seller on eBay will have a few good items that you can pick up in little allotments. He's pretty good shipping too, he or she, who knows. But I bought from them in the past, and they've been pretty reasonable. And there are still, by the way, great commons in the set too. Some of the lands, like the Gateway Plaza, just like the Tri-lands, they will be sought after later on. People tend to forget that, but they do go up. So something to think about. Anyway, between those cards and Modern Horizons coming up, I think you'll see this set start to slow down its sales sometime just after Modern Horizons comes out. I think we'll see a slight slowdown in the sales of the cards, and there'll be a glut. There'll be a lot on the market for a while. And that's when we'll see the prices drop a little bit, especially when money gets diverted to Modern Horizons. Now again, that's going to be a standard set. Until I see all the cards, I'm not putting an order in yet. I'm going to just pick up, Sarah Benevolent's coming home. I'll tell you that right now. Foil, regulars, she's coming because she's awesome. And it's just, it's the history of playing the game that you have to have a card like that. People like me are just like, I don't care if it's good. It's Sarah Benevolent. She's going to join my deck. So cards like that, I'll pick up right away. But some of the other ones, I want to see what's going to be in the set. I'll be keeping an eye out, and I will inform you guys as soon as I know. And I will how they say it? I will shine my light on it, right? To make sure everyone's aware of what cards are going to be good. Same as in this set, we still know Kiora is just kicking butt. I've been playing some of that new Magic, the Arena online. I'm somewhere in the gold rank. I don't know. But pretty fun game. Can't get all the cards I want. Sorry. One of those days. But you can't have it all, can we? Long weekend coming up, so I'll probably do a video tomorrow, Thursday, and I may do one Friday morning before I head out for the weekend, and I may give something on the Sunday, but probably not the Saturday evening, just so people are aware, and a few surprises in the mail. We'll see when those ones get here, but since it's Tuesday, I thought we'd follow up on our story of the day, because it's Tuesday, and people like the Tuesday tales. So I thought I'd give you just a short one, nothing too fancy. Back at my local LGS when I was a kid, a teenager, I was knocked out of the tournament. I was not in it, but I was watching to see how the game was progressing. And there was a Merfolk deck. At this point, Dark and all that was out too. So he had Merfolk with this card called Sunken City, which gave all blue creatures +1/+1. He had this Merfolk of the Pearl Trident. He had some Merfolk King guy that gave +1/+1. Anyway, he had a lot of Merfolk. The other guy had a red and blue deck, and he had some old cards though. So he had Illusionary Mask. He had forks. He had stuff we hadn't really seen that much of in my town. But what really got us was, and I didn't catch it at the time, he took Illusionary Mask, which at the time was you can pay X to cast a card upside down. You can't pay less than its casting cost, but you can pay more. So he took a card, you couldn't see it, he put it face down. The owner of the store had seen it, but the player did not, and I wasn't there at the time, so I didn't get to see it. Then he put another card called Spectral Cloak. I have a couple in my binder. Spectral Cloak means target creature cannot be the target of any spells or effects. So he takes that and he puts it down on top of that creature. Because the blue deck was all Merfolk. Early spells been burned out. No counter spells. So we're watching, and he attacks his Merfolk. Goes, okay, I'm announcing my attack phase. We're like, oh man, this game's over. Look at this man. He's got like 20 Merfolk out there. He's got all kinds of pluses. He had the card called Unstable Mutation he put on. +3/+3, but he gets a -1 each turn. Crazy stuff. So he puts it out, and he attacks for something like, I don't know, 38, 40 damage. The guy goes, okay, I'm not going to block. I'll take it. And this guy looks over. He's like, okay, so the game's over. And the player he's playing against looks at the judge, the owner of the LGS, and goes, is it over? And the guy's like, no, it's not over. He's not dead. We're like, everyone in the store's like, what do you mean? He just took 38 damage. This makes absolutely no sense. It can't happen. As far as we knew, nothing could save this guy. He is dead. So then it goes back to the other guy's turn. And he goes, okay, I'm going to tap 10 blue mana and 2 red mana. I'm going to Brain Geyser you for 8. I'm going to fork it so you pick up 16. The other guy's like, oh, okay. So he picks up the 16 cards. He lays out even more Merfolk and a few other cards to help pump him up. And he now has a couple of counter spells. So this goes on. Well, he attacks with this litany army of Merfolk again. Now it's like, I don't know, 50 damage, 60 damage. He goes, okay, I'll take it. The guy's like, he's got to be dead now. What's his life at? Come on. His life is at 1, says the owner. I'm like, 1? He just took 60. How much? He only had 1 life last turn. What's keeping him alive? We knew it was something in this card. Something was happening. So then this other guy uses some thing to bounce back the enchantment. It was like boomerang or something, and he had to pick up the enchantment. So he goes to boomerang the enchantment while the other guy counters the boomerang. So the guy's like, I'm not attacking. Goes to the other guy's turn. He goes, okay, I'm going to lay out Howling Mine, followed by Howling Mine, followed by Howling Mine. I'm picking up more cards. Makes no sense. Puts out all the Howling Mines. So the other guy's turn comes. He picks up 4 cards, 3 for the Howling Mine plus the additional 1. Well, most of us nowadays realize he's running the guy out of cards, but this kid is so focused he does not know what's going on. So he tries to boomerang the Spectral Cloak back again. Again, it gets rejected. He counters it. He's like, all right. Anyway, he ended up losing by running out of the cards. The other guy was using Time Elementals to unsummon the Howling Mines on his turn, at the end of his turn, and then play them back out. Okay? And it just kept going until the air kid ran out of cards. And finally, at the end of the game, he's like, what was that? I gotta know. And of course, I was sitting in the stand. I'm a kid going, I'm so amazed. What happened? How did this guy win? He had a card from Arabian Nights, and it was called Alley of Cairo. He is a 2 red, 2 other casting costs, and anytime you take damage that reduces your life less to 1, it reduces you to 1 instead. We know this is a common card nowadays, but back then it had never been done. And this is like my 6th or 7th tournament back then. We were just blew our minds. So I have one. I have the combo. because it was the first time I'd ever seen it done. It was one of those cards that gripped me, so of course I picked one up years ago. It's a ridiculous price now, by the way, but I just thought I would share that little tale of one of the first tournament type things that happened where I was already knocked out because I couldn't do my ivory tower thing anymore, but I wanted to see what was happening and the combinations that happen to us when we see things. So anyway, I thought I would share that with you. We lost a subscriber, then we gained a subscriber. Please, guys, spread the word. I need a lot more subscribers than this, and we all deserve to have more of this. We do. And for those of you who are regularly watching me, thanks again for supporting me. I'd love to see some more comments in the comment section. I don't think we nearly get enough to draw attention to everything. But anyway, thanks again, guys. Have a great day. Sean, the Magic the Gathering guy, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Oh, and don't forget, get somebody involved in Magic. Play the game. Have some fun. It's what it's all about.